Hello and welcome. This is Father Jack, and we're going back to fishing North Atlantic. The last time I streamed this, I was on the tuna and swordfish runs. But I'll give you an update once you've loaded the gleaming. Which hopefully won't take that freaking long. Oh. So I finished the tuna and swordfish season badly. I only earned 4 million, and this boat here that I've got now was nearly 5 million. So I had to borrow, go to the bank. Oh, wrong one, repay. So I had to borrow 2.1 million just to buy the boat and kit it out, etc., etc. So buy some fuel. Don't need to do that. I think I've already baited these. Fishing gear, buy baits. I've got enough bait. Dock upgrade. I want to upgrade my fishing quarter. Simply because, let me just show you. Come out of this. Go to quarters. I'm only allowed 720,000. I've already done 24,000. So, well, I'll press the right button, wouldn't it? I'm gonna upgrade it whenever I can. Fish quarters. That's going to cost us 600,000. Check that out. So if we go back and go to quarters, you can now do 840,000 kilograms of fish. So we're at Dennis Point at the minute. I believe down the bottom here somewhere 3 days ago. Get rid of that one. So I'm going to aim for this point here and see if we can get some crabby. So let's fast forward it to there. And map back up. Go to there, to there. So hopefully, I've got 50 pots on board. Hopefully we can just cram them with pots, with crab, and we'll take them back to port to sell. That is the plan. Some crab there. So we'll put you prepare the bait, then you can go to there, and Nora can go here. So hopefully there's the crew coming out now. And there's Nora, Naira, whatever her friggin' name is, going into the cranny bits here. So get our pot ready. And hopefully, let's close that down for a sec. Let's get going. Not many crab there, so there's no point in putting pots. Well, let's go a bit further. Yeah, it's not worth putting any pots there. The advantage of doing the crab fishing is if you actually land on the crab and you can reset and bait the pot straight away. Whereas when I was doing the tuna and the swordfish, it's not worth putting any there. Go a bit further. See, ideally I want them like thicker volume of that. So it looks like there's loads here, but when you zoom in, it's solid. Let's just start doing them. We'll probably not pick up any crab off these first few pots. Or very little crab anyway. There is crab around here, but they're very slim pickings. In fact, I'm going to drop this pot. Well, let's just do it. I'll tell you what. Let's do all the way to yeah, to the autopilot. So I mean the radar is showing nothing. Except when you go to that one. But you never know. The bait might attract them. Doing that, idiot. Because crabs are sneaky little buggers. There's a lobster. Drop 10 pots and let them soak for 20 hours. So it's starting to thicken up a bit now. Well, it was. No point in setting them because I know there's no bloody crab there, but we'll do it anyway. So look, quarter of this bloody looks loads. We'll set the first string, let them soak for 10 hours. I don't think there'll be many crab on this first string. I'll be well surprised. And go back. And go back. Doing. Thank you. Right, we'll turn back round. Take the autopilot off. We'll swing it back round. And then we'll let them pots soak. Let's see if any will catch. Surprised if I catch any. I really will be. Map. Go back to, yeah. Wow, excuse me. There's the first pot there. I'll just start reversing. Excuse me. Right. Let's let these soak for 20 hours. Let's see if we pick anything up, which I don't think we will. It's got to see where the freaking pot's gone now. Let's get the crew out anyway. So we'll go back in the crane. Salt crab, salt crab, salt crab. Close that down. That's pretty. Oh, there it is. I'm just going to tell her to stack the pot, because I don't think we'll get any crab. Surprised if we do. Looks like there's crab in there, but I think that's just a graphic. When you zoom in, it's like it's putting crab. One. I don't think there's any going to be crab here. Oh, it's 529. Not more than that. Or in the thousands. Pick it up. Why aren't you picking that up? Why is that not picking that up, folks? I picked the first one up. Yeah, I want that to be like 580 kilograms, it says there, but to make the money with a crab, you need to be at least 14, 15, 1600, even not more. Why is that not picking that up? Hold on. Let's swap Nora out for this geezer. And she's not skilled enough. Just wait for Matey Boy here to get in the controls. Why is he not picking this up? That is strange. Very strange. Hold on, he's not stacking it. Hold on. Why is he not stacking that pot? Why is he not stacking? Where's Great, because you should just pick them up and stack them. I don't understand why it's not doing that. Doing the engines. Weird. Now he's doing it. Move on to the next one. That's a bit better, but still well below the 1,000. I do like the little animations, I must admit. That's better. It's still not enough. Get these last 4 pots up. And sail a bit further. There's another 1,000. I want them about 1,500, 1,600 per pot. This is one of my relaxing go-to games. It does wind you up a bit when you can't find the frigging crowd, but last 2. So it's starting to drop off again. So there's very little crab around here, to be honest. So what we'll do is we'll have a little bit of a drive further along. That one picked up a bit. Because I've seen, when I've been doing this in the past, I've seen them being averaging 2,000 kilograms a pot. So they're well below that figure. We've got the game sounds. There we go. Let's put the crew to bed. I mean 300. Let's set them all to bed. We'll have a wee drive around. Let's have a little wander around. Let's set the autopilot up. So we'll go to here, then to here, down to here. Set the autopilot. And we just need to keep an eye on this. So it starts filling up with crab. So it looks like there's crab there, but a very few far between. They need to be fully thick lined with no crab all the way along the bottom of here. So you just get the odd ones and twos. Not worth the bloody hassle. So this is probably the grind with this game, is finding where the freaking crab are. There's no point in bloody dropping pots if it's like the odd single one, the odd single two. Still got loads of fuel on board. So I mean, it's absolutely nothing. But when you go to that view, this is quite a few, but I don't think there's anything. It's probably seen 3 days ago, so they could have moved anywhere, to be honest. So now it's just a question of seeking and destroying. We'll do this run. Forest leveled up or what, like? There's definitely no crab around here. So these tips that you get when you pull into a port and go into a bar and you look for the tips. So you always see crab like a day ago when you go to that point and there's no freaking crab there. So bloody annoying. only like the odd one or two. There's definitely no crab around here. Definitely. So there's the marker, so we'll turn left. So how much we caught so far? 8,000. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop that, clear all that. Now there used to be a place, that's 10 days ago. So let's go there, there, there. Let's go to here. Because I have fished there before for crab and it was quite successful. But each game's a different. There's my boat. Nice. Hello, Glen Billy Gaming. How are you, sir? So get that point and check the sonar. Another question marks around here. So there's no freaking crab around here either. Would you Adam and Eve it? Get the in place waypoint of our land. The freaking well land. What's wrong with your quadrant? Mine are working fine now, because I bought new ones. I think this water's too shallow. Let's cancel that lot. Let's travel to here. The temperamental and sockets not working properly. Assume you've applied the firmware upgrades on them and stuff. So it's freaking any crap here either, is it? Tell you what, let's just do to there. See what that brings up. I don't know what to suggest, because I got really frustrated with mine. I went to all the support. Oh, you need to send her a video of how you've done this now. Fuck's sake. So eventually I says, right, sodges, and they're out of warranty. So I just bought brand new ones. And they've worked fine since. Right, the tech support side, I don't think it's the best in the world. I was reading off a script on the there's definitely no crap here either. Ooh. There was one tip a guy said, if you, I presume you've gone into, yeah, it could take a week or two. With the game, doing a search and select game controllers, and they're all listed. Because there's one thing I haven't done with this new set. I haven't installed Thrustmaster drivers, and they seem to be working a lot better. Because my old set, I've sent down to Fusion Distress. Maybe you can get them working. But I brought brand new cables and everything, and I still couldn't get my old set to work properly. You said it's very freaking frustrating, I should say. Where's all this freaking crap at? Got the bloody big market in Newcastle on Saturday night and get some grubs. Can't find any in the freaking game. But anywho, there's a redfish, red hag, whatever they're called, redfish. So where's the freaking crab at? You're laughing because of the reference going to Newcastle on a Saturday night and getting the crabs. Quite rampant. Where's all this freaking crap? I've got crew members to pay and stuff like that. Just one. Again, need this whole bottom row just to be lined with crab, not the odd ones or twos here and there. Come on, crabbies, crabbies. I've started playing a game called Pirates of Pangaea, the demo. It's on Steam. I quite like it. Would you probably like it? I don't know. You probably will do actually, but it's a nice, easy survival game. Same as any other. You craft a lot of stuff and you get to own a ship and have cannons on it, or one cannon for now, until the game comes out in full. But it's an easy. It's a lot less complicated than things like Atlas and stuff like that. It's just a real basic survival games to some extent. God, there's just no freaking crabs around here. Wow. The ladies must be staying in tonight, eh? Here's a joke for you, Glenn. A woman's having trouble with her bits below. So she gets a mirror, spreads her leg, puts it on the floor, stands over it, drops her knickers to have a look. All of a sudden her husband comes running up behind her, kicks up the arse, and she says, "What did you do that for?" He says, "For God's sake, you could have fell down that big black hole." Rooms of laughter, reams of laughter. Oh, where's all this frigging crap at? But Jesus, come on. I'm going to be wasting more petrol than anything else. So we should be crossing, they've gone that way, and that was 5 days ago, so they should be roughly about here by. But crabs don't go in a straight line, do they? Go sideways. So roughly about there. Any crabs around will be about there. Check. Might have to do is pop into a port or a couple of ports, go into the bar and see if there's anywhere without being re-spotted. When I've watched other streamers, other people stream this, and they just instantly seem to find the crab. How, I don't know. They might have a crab mod which shows them where to go. Definitely no freaking crab around here. So frustrating. Plus I once read somewhere that the sonar sometimes bugged. There's lots of bloody redfish and stuff, but when you zoom in, a few and far between. Yeah, somebody once said the sonar sometimes doesn't always work. So there might be crab there. But the sonar's knackered. Oh, there's one. Crab's a fish. Well, I've been streaming for 50 minutes and I've caught 8,000 kilograms. Wow. Very productive. So there's definitely no crab here. Let's stop this a sec. Stop the madness. Let's pop into a port. You there. Bear in mind, we've only got 8,000 kilograms of crab. Yes, we'll set it. And that's still even for 8,000 kilograms. We still made 122 grand. Let's dock maintenance, buy some fuel, repair the boat, fish market, fishing gear, buy bait, buy one. Let's pop into the bar. If there's any tips on where these crab are. They not in this bloody town. So I've got the last tip was from bloody thing. It was crap. Town bar tips 3 days ago. Hold on. Map, just in case it's the same place. That. Town bar crabs. Love that. Let's check the map, see where it is. See, I knew I was in the right place. I knew I should have went freaking there. Right. So we fast travel to here. Get the map back up. Do this. And do... What do you mean you can't crash friggin' land? Get rid of all this. Go to here. Just go a wee bit further. Freaking boat, lad. I was trying to open that right button finger, wouldn't it? Stupid place to put a big British ship. Should be at a friggin' dock. Or a friggin' in the middle of the friggin' sea somewhere. Ah, you can beep off as well. You friggin' get you. But you're a friggin' Markham. Dirty bastard. Crabs to catch. It's freaking, what's blocking your way now? Freaking nothing. Get in front of the friggin' thing. God, I'm sweating like a pig. That's what we do it pretty. Finally. Oh, what do you mean Smig's blocked me freaking that freaking crappy little boat. Get out your sodden way. Like say, man's on a mission. Get you. Oh, for God's sake, these freaking what's blocked me way now? $7 meters. Just hit a bit of a sandbank there, eh? That back boat better bugger off as well. You knew it. Oh, you little shit, get up your way. Oh. Let's go a bit further. So there's nothing here either. Let's go in one straight line. Turn the autopilot on. And let's see what happens. Let's find one. There's no freaking crab around here either. That's what's so frustrating about this game. You get tips from the bar and nothing. Go at the end of this thingy. If I don't catch any crab, I'll freaking call a stream. So there's all these freaking crabs in from 3 days ago. Can't have moved that fast. What are they? 250 meters, 200 meters. Oh, God. So I know the new series of Deadliest Catch starts next week on Discovery or Discovery Plus, whatever it's called. I stopped watching it a long time ago. Captain Phil died, which was a shame. And then Zeke had his friggin' heart attack. And then I stopped watching after that. And Zeke's brother, I forget his name, was deckhand on the Northwestern. He stopped being on it apparently. And I thought, why is he not being on it? And apparently he's being investigated for kiddie fit, well, not kiddie fiddling, but having sex with under 18-year-olds in Nova Scotia, I think it was. But anyway, well, I don't know what's happened to that story, so whether that's true or not, I don't know. So no, there is definitely no freaking crab along this road. So that tip you got off the bar was absolute bollocks. So what I'm going to have to do is do a lot of grinding with the eyes. And once I've hit the crab, I'll restream this. It'll take a couple of weeks, mate. There's only so much you can do, or so many trips you can make before you get absolutely bored. Another mile to go. So I need to make at least another 3 million. So I get the loan paid off and increase the quota even more. So snow crab is very lucrative. You can make a shed load of money on it. Well, there's definitely no freaking crab around here, is there? Hold on a sec. Wiki. Fish types. No crab. Blah blah blah. So, just tell you. I was hoping to tell you how deep I was hoping to tell you how deep the water would be, but it doesn't, which kind of sucks. So look, there's definitely no crab along this route. Just wasted more fuel. Turn that off, get rid of that. get rid of that. Lied to it. They are so crab in the deepest water. Right, what I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to call it here. It's going to take us 2 or 3 days to bloody, or maybe even longer, to find where these crab are. And then I'll restream it. What I'll do is I'll set the pots and then stream just picking the pots up. And because it could take a good week doing this for a couple hours each day, just trolling around to find out where the frigging things are. Because they're definitely not up here. Alright, I'm going to call it, guys. Thanks MB Gaming for popping in. Tomorrow I might take the night off. I don't know yet. I'll see when I get up in the morning. So I've got my grass to cut tomorrow. Enjoy. Anyway, I'll see you next time. Bye.